Namandops, 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 namandops. 강원 초생한 이심의 절도 싱한 후만석 세후조성악 나엄을열고 의다이세슈 의사이쇼빙그 세후조성악 가시저분도 묘쇼초지법 극결미쇼멈 세후조성악 리옥진쇼냄 조회스번교 싱음의조도 이쇼텐닌시 진리기엔다이코 의쇼무사이도 쇼조산금요 고사이시야그난 가이히지행엔 메시콘모함 해석쇼아그도 즈단젠시몬 고소조만석 이오로지법 니칭한시즈기 텐코온 흥엠 이슈가이홀솔 걸세크도크홀 저다슈추 세포시시크 그요이사이붓 의소크슈토크홈 난내신저만 덕의산가요 뇨분명해지 즈단미흐쇼 난가그에릭 도시사이쇼손 싱안야꼬까 다이셈로칸도 거크쇼텐닝 도지묘게 나만다부 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 간니시쿠도쿠 별돌세 上あんなこ Namandalps, 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 namandalps. Please join me in Gasho and say the Nembutsu with me. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandalps, 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 namandalps. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying the month of June and that they're all enjoying the sunshine that comes. We did have a little bit of rain, but I think, well, let's hope that the sun continues to come visit us. I wanted to, once again, thank our guest speaker, Reverend Hibiki Murakami, for virtually attending our service today. I will read a short biography by Reverend Murakami. Reverend Hibiki Murakami was born and raised as the oldest son of Jonenji Temple in Kyushu, Fukuoka, Japan. He received a bachelor's and a master's degree in Letters of Shin Buddhism at Ryukoku University in Kyoto in 2016 and 2018. Reverend Murakami received Tokudo ordination in 2013 and Kyoshi certification in 2015. His Buddhist name is Shaku Junkyo. He completed the orientation program for the Japanese ministers at the Jodo Shinshu Center in Berkeley, California, also known as IMOP, or International Ministerial Orientation Program, in 2018. Upon completion of a 3-month IMOP, in January of 2020, he was assigned to the Los Angeles Hompa Hongwanji Buddhist Temple. I should also make note that currently, Reverend Hibiki Murakami is the youngest Kaikyoshi minister in existence right now. And he is also a personal friend of mine. So without further ado, let's all please welcome Reverend Hibiki Murakami.
Hello, please join me in Gasho.
Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda, Namanda Butsu, Namanda.
Shariputra, those persons who have already aspired, now aspire, or will aspire to be born in the land of Amida Buddha. All dwell in the stage of non-retrogression for attaining the supreme, perfect enlightenment. They have already been born, or now being born, or will be born in that land. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Greetings to all who are watching my message through Tacoma Buddhist Church's YouTube channel. My name is Hibiki Murakami. I'm Los Angeles Hompa Hongwanji Buddhist Temple's minister. People are calling us Nishi, locating nearby downtown LA in California. Reverend Tadao Koyama is my friend. We were living in the almost same area in Kyoto City, Japan, when both of us were studying Shin Buddhism as a student. Today, I have a little bit of strange feeling. Even he grew up in this country and came back, but now presently we are Kaikyoshi ministers. We may to meet up again thousands of miles away from Japan over the years. Today, receiving this honored invitation as a guest speaker invited by Tacoma Buddhist Church, I express my sincere gratitude to be given this opportunity to share my Dharma message at your virtual Sunday service. Hopefully, if I have another chance to be invited again to the Northwest District, I would like to visit your church. Or if you have a chance, by chance, please visit Los Angeles and come to Nishi Betsuin. Hopefully, we will be open by then. And for the trip, don't forget your caps and sunburn protection cream to protect your skin from a very strong sunbeam. Our beaches are very nice, but the sun is always strong. Regarding a guest speech, usually when a BCA Buddhist church had a guest speaker from another temple, in most cases, they do have a big annual event or hold a seminar. At this time, I am invited for a later reason. The seminar's title is Shin Buddhism's Future. How can we be a part of it? When the word future is appeared in a sentence, most people may be likely to associate this word with possibility because any things can happen in the future. And more, you may see a broad possibility over the kids' phases with their intact talent coming from youngness. After all, what I wanna say is I am the one out of that group. I am an adult kid aged 28 years, to say more precisely. Currently, I am the youngest Kaikyoshi minister, not only within BCA ministers, but also other overseas district of Nishi Hongwanji Buddhist School. Kaikyoshi is given its title by Nishi Hongwanji, which is our mother temple and also is the headquarters of our ministry. Theologically, the Kaikyoshi minister can be the head minister of each temple, but rather than that, they are called reverend in this country. To me, as being a reverend in this country, I'm feeling it in another way compared to be a Buddhist priest in Japan. I think reverend sounds like more public or belonging to a community and those who serve something good for their communities. When I arrived at the BCA headquarters in San Francisco last January 2020, I was officially announced to be a part of BCA by the former Bishop Reverend Kodo Umezu. I received a couple of documents certificating me as a Kaikyoshi minister of BCA who is recognized as a reverend. But I did not know what reverend means at the time. Reverends, clergy, ministers. These are the words referring to the people who lead their religious groups. But as for me, who grew up in Japan, I was confused since I couldn't understand reverend in Japanese. The reason is why, simply, there are no Japanese words that can cover any religious group's leaders with one word, like reverend in English. It was a quite new sense to me. Even now, when I watch a TV news program on a screen and either a Buddhist minister or pastor is introduced with their names following after reverend, I can't help to stop feeling a cultural difference between here and Japan. So I thought naturally, what is reverend? What do people expect from them? If there is, what kind of image of reverend does it exist in this country? After a couple of months later, we were impacted by COVID-19. During the COVID time, I had a chance to be recognized as a reverend by a police officer. When the BLM movement surged, Los Angeles turned one of the hottest spots of its demonstration. After the story is, as you know, out of demonstrating, some people went riot and broke into the buildings. The Los Angeles Police Department closed our temple street because they were using our parking lot as their police car station, where it's close to the Los Angeles City Hall, in which many people gathered to demonstrate. Even though the COVID closure time, I and Reverend Wimbam Briones regularly came to Nishi to do some work at the temple. One day, I had to pass through their barricade to enter our parking. I pulled over my car in front of the gate and talked to a police officer standing there, saying, "I'm a resident of this facility. May I pass this gate to park my car?" After I said, the officer smiled at me and said, "Of course, sir. You look fine. Please come in." This conversation was done quickly and peacefully. Amid the time, everybody was very nervous and cautious about the riot. At the time, it was scary to see any pedestrians and cars around our temple because the city recommended stay home unless people need to work. For me, since a couple of months later to start my first living in a foreign country in my life, I was very nervous to secure my safety, to learn about my work and the English, and at most to catch up what was going on all over the Los Angeles city, which is my town, which is my current town now. At the same time, talking to the police officer was the first contact, having a conversation out of the temple community. I was worried about talking to her using my poor English, not letting her feel any suspicious about me under the tense mood during these demonstrations and riots. Though my concern, in reality, when I mentioned to her that I am a reverend, she let me pass that gate very smoothly. That was the first time to be recognized as a reverend by another community person. That is my story that happened 1 year ago. I'm toddling on the second year being the youngest Kaityoshi minister of BCA. Until today, gradually I've been gaining experience in my ministry and knowledge about this country and its background. Further months later, since the moment to be notified I am a reverend, At my home, again, I was watching a news program that a Christian church reverend was trying to start an online service for his members. It was described that his effort was trying to encourage his members through the virtual service as much as he could respond and serve the people's beliefs. Actually, I was shocked to see that positively. His attitude toward the community is totally different from the Japanese Buddhist priests. Since I started to live here, I had experienced many cultural gaps. Among them, one of the biggest gaps, as far as I have heard, is there are many communities in all over the cities and towns in the United States, and everyone belongs to at least one of them. In them, the reverend's position may be to serve their own community on a spiritual dimension. This is what I thought living as a Japanese reverend based on my tiny knowledge and a few experience over a year and a half. Perhaps my thought is going to be bent by another moment in the future. However, I believe it is our bottom that serving to achieve somebody's pleasure is also our pleasure. Interestingly, Nishi Hongwanji created a statement of the tenor to celebrate the 850th anniversary of Master Shinran's birth and the 800th anniversary of the establishment of the Jodo Shinshu teaching for 2023. In that, they define themselves, which includes all Shin Buddhist ministers. The most important job is clearly to transmit Amida Buddha's primal vow to the future generations. Talking about Shin Buddhism's ministry, transmitting the primal vow means sharing the joy of the Buddha Dharma. This is the joy to enjoy the Buddha Dharma, which is exposed by Amida Buddha's primal vow. In this vow, Amida wished to attain enlightenment. It means becoming a Buddha, which is a state that has already been emancipated by any karmic condition, with letting us be free the karmic condition as well. Just as I've explained it in a long way, if I say it shortly, it means when we enjoy the Buddha Dharma, simultaneously it resonates with Amida Buddha's compassion at the Buddha's pleasure. So about listening to the Buddha Dharma, there is no border between you and me. We receive this Amida's compassion as a big, warm movement. That's why being a Shin Buddhist reverend, serving a Sangha, is to share my pleasure with others. The story of the primal vow doesn't end yet. I quote a couple of words from Amida Sutra as follows. Those persons who have already aspired now aspire or will aspire to be born in the land of Amida Buddha. All dwell in the stage of non-retrogression for attaining the supreme, perfect enlightenment. They have already been born, are now being born, or will be born in that land. The Pure Land of Amida Buddha is a skillful method that emerged from the Buddha's wisdom to guide us toward the Buddhahood. Its establishment was countless time ago, and it shall continue to be present for almost forever, as long as the conditioned being exists in the world. The joy of the Buddha Dharma surpasses time and space. Our ancestors, our future generations, and of course, all of us are embraced in the joyful stream. We can enjoy the same Buddha Dharma anytime and anywhere, and of course, here and now. Thank you very much for listening to my message. Please join me in Gassho, please.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you.